Okay, so I'm going to walk you through the beginning of this actual bridge build. Everything you're going to find in the topics page, and Phil has gone with great detail and created this Fusion 360 Crossroads Bridge project. So everything you want is in here, including the file you're going to use to start off your Fusion. There is an absolute exhaustive, detailed instructions right here. There's a sort of a walkthrough. If you want to watch Phil roll out this assignment in Zoom, this is the assignment walkthrough, which is virtually the same as what I'm going to do. It's just that his was the video kind of lagged what he was showing on screen, so I'm redoing it. And then here's the actual assignment. So the first thing you're going to do is to download and open this, or actually not even download, but just open this Fusion Bridge on your browse in your browser. You're going to see it show up in a minute. And what Phil did was he built the school in Fusion. So this is the Performing Arts building with its roof. And then this is the two trusses that we're going to use to build the bridge. The idea for this project is you've got to find a way, because obviously 21st Street is a nightmare. We're going to set this up so kids can get from the arts building, the second floor, to the Performing Arts building in this kind of skywalk, or some kind of, you know, over the traffic system so that kids don't have to have a second crossing guard or go all the way down the street and come all the way back. So what you're going to do is click Open in Fusion, and it's going to open Fusion. So it takes a second, and then open Autodesk Fusion 360. And when you do that, you'll get the file. So there is this lovely file that Phil has created in Fusion 360. And just let me walk you through a couple of the, let me see, get rid of that. And we don't, okay. So first of all, this is the Performing Arts building. It's everything you need can be found in bodies. If I click this sideways arrow, I can see that I can actually hide the Performing Arts roof. There it goes. And the Performing Arts building. So all I'm left with are the trusses that we're going to build our bridge on. These blue lines are supposed to represent the sidewalk. So this area here is the sidewalk. This is one lane of 21st Street traffic. This is the second lane of 21st Street traffic. And this is the other sidewalk. So your bridge has to basically span over this. Now, how do you build a bridge? And the cool thing about Fusion is you can run simulations in Fusion to show how the load is. So I'm going to set this up very simply so you can see what we're doing. So the first thing we're going to do is imagine just placing a steel beam across from one of these piers to the other. And I can hide these too, like they can disappear too, but I'm going to use them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a sketch. So create sketch. Now I'm going to select a specific face. I'm going to select this face. So it kind of hides it from you. So let me just, let me just show you here. This is the face I'm going to create my sketch on. And I actually want to see both trusses. So I'm going to create a very tiny thin rectangle that's going to start at the bottom corner and go all the way to, hang on, where is that guy? Can I do this? Yeah, all the way here. Now, the thickness of this is going to be 0.1 meters. It's all in the instructions. And then the length of it has to be 20.2, which is the length of this. And this is, we're working in this particular Fusion document is in meters. Phil changed the units so that's what we're dealing with. So now I've got a tiny sketch in like this side. So what I'm going to do now is finish this sketch, and I'm going to press pull it, or I can extrude it. Let's see, E, extrude it. You can also use the command press pull. If I select that, it's going to extrude it. So you see I can pull it across. Now I haven't picked everything I want. I think if you actually do modify press pull, if you select this, now you should select all the parts of it that you want it to pull. So that's all of it now. If I now extrude it, it's going to pull it across. I'm going to sort of pivot around so I can see the The width of this bridge is 3 meters. So I'm going to set it just to go 3 meters. And there you see it there. Now, this is an important thing here. I don't want to join this. I don't want it to become part of the trusses. I want it to be a new body, um, like adjacent to the trusses. So there's a new body. Okay, you got that? So now I've got this slab, which is called in my diagram body 20. I can go in and right click it. And let's see, where does it say rename? I don't think it does. I think you just click it twice. And I can rename it bridge. Maybe the worst design bridge ever, but it's a bridge. It definitely goes across. And then what I can do here is set the material. I want to create it with steel. So I don't know what the default is. It might already be defaulted to steel, but I can go into metals, and then there's a million different types of metals you can find in here. I'm going to scroll all the way down to steel. Let's see, I think there's one that's just steel. So I can just drag it and drop it. So now I've got a steel slab, 10 centimeters thick, and the whole width, the whole span, 20 meters across. Okay, so there we have that. So that's my bridge. And now the cool thing about Fusion is that now that we've done this, what we can actually do with it is test it to see, is this very good at holding up weight, and how does it hold up. So I'm going to stop this video here. You work on creating that slab, and then when you're ready, go to the next video and I'll show you how to do the slab. The simulation where you set forces attached to it, okay?